Hello, my friends. It is Donna with Vibrant Living International. There's something I need to talk about with you today, and honestly, it really frustrates me. And before I even say the words of what is frustrating, I pray that you will hear my heart. I am frustrated with the lie that has been stealing from so many brilliant, beautiful leaders who love God. It's a lie that has exhausted people and it doesn't need to. And I'm really done watching it happen. So here's the story I hear all the time. Well, I guess it figures. I'm stepping into the new level, this next level, and the devil is coming after me harder. Well, I guess it figures. I try to do something more, and bad stuff happens. And I need to say something really bold to you today. Friends, this is garbage. Not you, not your faith, not your journey, not your trying, not your passion, none of it. It's the lie that's garbage. The lie that keeps powerful believers battle weary. The lie that's stolen rest, it's stolen joy, it's stolen confidence. It's a lie that makes us actually fear progress instead of celebrate it. And I love you and care about you and believe in you too much to let you carry it or even believe it one more day. Now, I totally understand where this narrative comes from and why it feels so believable. When life gets hard, we reach for an explanation that helps make sense. Our brain naturally does that, but we've also been taught to do that. Higher level, higher devil. You ever heard that before? The closer you get to your calling, the more hell attacks because resistance means you're a threat. And so we're taught to live under this story that makes us celebrate the battle. We're taught that it is a good thing to be under attack, and we almost look, no, we look for it and expect it. And I believe parts of it too. Totally have been taught it almost all my life. And it sounds so spiritual. It sounds like we're making a difference. It sounds like warfare. But here's what it really does. I'm calling a spade a spade. Here's what it really does. It elevates the power of Satan over God, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It keeps us on guard. We brace for attack and we're exhausted before we even begin. It makes us afraid of growth. And as long as we stay in this battle stance, we never fully step into all that God has designed for us. The lie makes me angry, not at people, not at the ones struggling to hold their faith, not at the ones trying to make a difference in because of what it's cost God's sons and daughters. That's what makes me so righteously angry. Because you were never meant to live battle weary. You were never meant to feel attacked on every side because there's a better way. It's a freer way. It's a more powerful way. Now, I am not in any way saying the difficulties don't come, but there's a different way to go through them, and definitely don't expect them because God is much more powerful and He has given us the authority. But let me share one of my stories that talks about when I went through this. Now, the year I was ordained, Someone told me, get ready, the battle's coming. The enemy's going to come after you hard because you've taken this new stance, this new office, this new place. And guess what? Boy, did I get it. Between December and February, both of our cars had major problems. Our septic field began to fail. Our well pump went out in January and it was below zero, so no one could fix it. And we were literally without water in the dead of winter. Altogether, when I counted them, there was 10 major, not minor things that went wrong in that short space of time. And at the time, it felt like it reinforced the lie. It felt like proof. It felt like proof that I was stepping into my calling, therefore I had become a target. But here's what I've discovered. We can have anything that we choose to believe for. And when I finally stopped agreeing with the narrative, when I actually denounced the lie and aligned with the truth, God brought us through every single one of those things. Amazingly and miraculously. Not one situation has destroyed us, and not one situation had the authority over us. And I decided I'm not living from that mindset ever again, because this is who I am. And this is who you are as a child of the Most High God. Royalty is your identity. Servanthood is your assignment. Intimacy with God is my life source. And before God, I am his daughter. And before people, I am their servant. But before the powers of hell, I'm a ruler with zero tolerance for their influence. That is why I speak this with righteous anger and deep, deep love. Because I've lived under this lie and I refuse to let it keep hurting the people that God has entrusted to me. Here is the truth. The battle is already won. Jesus didn't say it will be finished when you fight hard enough. He said it is finished. So if the battle is already won and you're already the victor, we're not fighting for victory. We are holding the victory of what is already accomplished with what he did on the cross and his resurrection. We are more than conquerors. We count it all joy when anything comes your way. If you're going to lose and if it's hard, you can't count it joy. But when you know you're the victor, you can laugh at it because God always brings a way, always brings you through. There's always a way. When you live from victory, you step into your authority and learning what that is. You partner with God instead of striving for him to prove something. You stop interpreting normal life as a spiritual assault and you walk with peace instead of fear. You create instead of react. You are proactive and everything shifts. Subtle things, big, small hinges move big doors. Subtle things make big differences. If this is stirring something in your spirit right now, it is not pressure. It's an invitation. God is highlighting a gap you've been trying to bridge with willpower, spiritual warfare, and sheer determination. And we've had that in spades. But if you're honest, that approach hasn't gotten you where you know you're called to go. So here is your next aligned step. Not someday, not eventually, right now. On January the 13th, I am going to help you identify 3 hidden blocks that drain our energy, cloud our clarity, and keep us living for victory instead of from it. This is a masterclass that I am holding on the 13th. And for $25, you don't just get a masterclass, you get a wisdom call with me, which is a one-on-one conversation where we take what you learn even deeper and personalize it on your next aligned step. And you can also bring a friend for free. If you're tired of carrying battles, Jesus has already won. If you want 2026 to look radically different from the last 5 years, and if you're ready to partner with God in a way that produces ease with authority and flow, this is your moment. Check the link wherever you find me sharing this and claim your seat and bring a friend and step into freedom authority that's been waiting for you all along. If you happen to be watching this after January the 13th, your next aligned step is to simply schedule a wisdom consultation. Because whether you're able to join us for the masterclass or not, the real transformation happens when you and I when we look at the lie you've unknowingly agreed to, where misaligned things are costing you the most and what that might be, and what God is highlighting for your next step into authority with rest. One conversation can change the trajectory, and I want your 2026 to begin from clarity, not confusion, from identity, not insecurity, from alignment, not exhaustion. If this message is stirring in you, trust that aligned leaders move when clarity comes. Click the link wherever you find me sharing this and either join me live for the masterclass or schedule your consultation depending on when you are watching this. Let's stop fighting. Let's start learning what it means to reign, to be seated with Him in heavenly places. And let's make 2026 the year your alignment becomes your normal. I'll look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.